They have so many fucking tanks in it now. 64% plus tanks.
Maxes, don't forget Maxes.
Oh, Maxes! No, but this is NC, right? What are you talking about, Max?
Hey guys, this is MattiAce. In this video I want to show you some Max gameplay where I utilize its versatility by switching between 3 different loadouts.
2 Maxes! And now I'm gonna run away.
Now I'm going to show you this from my Vanu character on Cobalt, but everything you see here can quite easily be translated into the other factions as well.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull a what's it called? Cosmos Max, Comet Max.
Cosmos? That's the universe or something.
Shut up,
like
Gilly.
that.
Gilly, shut up. Fucking Gilly.
Well, it doesn't mean I'm part of it. Oh!
Gullible, Gilly, gullible.
What?
That's what
It
Gilly
means you like
damaged,
seagulls.
doesn't it?
Mm.
Gullible.
It means what? I like...
Seagulls. They go, and then they ball. Seagulls.
cigarettes.
Seagulls!
Seagull!
He doesn't know what a seagull is. I swear,
Yes,
I swear.
of course I know.
Big bird thing you get at
You know me?
Alright guys, I'm gonna have to continue the post-comment here. Now if you really wanna hear Gilla talk about seagulls, then maybe I'll make a separate video about that. Just let me know. And what you see me doing here is something that I consider quite underused. I'm using the first generation anti-vehicle weapons on the Max, which in this case is the Comet VM2, and you have one by default and the other one costs you... the other one will cost you 250 search or 500 station cash. Now for its intended purpose and for the first generation anti-vehicle weapons, I think the Comet VM2 are probably my favorites. The Comet doesn't have any bullet drops, which makes them really good at range without suffering at close range. And even though it is an anti-vehicle weapon, every time I've used any anti-vehicle weapon of any Max, I've always been forced to use them against infantry players. And here I think the Comets it's a little bit better than the NC Max, I would say, but nowhere near as good as the Pounders of the TR. However, the Pounders are not nearly as good at range and against vehicles as the NC and the Van ones. Now, there's a lot of balanced discussions about Maxes and the anti-vehicle weapons as well, but I think they are in a relatively good place as of now, between each other's that is, and they are all good against vehicles as long as you use them correctly, even the Pounders actually. And the only thing with the Pounders is that the drop actually becomes a major issue the moment you start shooting past, I would say, somewhere between 50 and 100 meters, depending on the situation. Now, since Maxes is an infantry class, you can switch loadout without respawning, and this makes the Maxes, without a doubt, the most versatile resource cost unit in the game. Of course, there's the catch that you need a terminal.
Yesterday was a story about your great-great-grandfather. Can we have a story about your great-great-grandmother today?
Now what you need as an addition to your anti-vehicle loadout is your anti-infantry loadout, which is, in this case I'm using the blue shift, and your anti-air loadout with the dual bursters. Now you do have one burster as default, and you do have one anti-infantry weapon as well. Now I'll admit that the default anti-infantry weapon of any of the Maxes is something that I haven't tried out all that much. But for your anti-air roll and your anti-vehicle roll, you just have to complement with the second one to what you already have. Now the one thing about the anti-air roll is that for as long as there are air to shoot at, you will constantly get point for it. It's called surface to air damage, and that's a unique feature implemented after about a year of Planetside 2 in order to increase the incentive to use anti-air. Now the amount of kills you get by using anti-air isn't all that much normally. Anyone who has spawned a few ESFs or Liberators know better than to stick around an area where some experienced players are using anti-air. Now this base, Genodan Holographics, is very close to the southern Hasen warp gate, and in this case it's the NC warp gate. So that's one of the reasons why there are a consistent flow of Reavers flying around here, which gives me quite a lot to shoot at. And the moment I start taking damage, I charge into the spawn room but I kind of overestimated the damage there, and I only lost less than 25% actually. Now, rocket pods are not all that dangerous to an max anymore, especially not that I'm using flak, but if any of these reavers came closer in using the air hammer, they actually could kill me with just one magazine, especially now that I've already taken a bit of damage. Now, staying inside or very close to the spawn room shield here will allow any engineer to repair me without any risk of dying himself. Unfortunately, there's no one here at the moment, but with the addition of a couple of more maxes here, none of these reavers actually pose any threat for as long as they are forced to fly in line of sight of us. Now, if you're new to Planetside 2 and you don't have the second burster max, in a situation like this, it might actually be worth using your trial period for it. You do need a little bit of experience understanding how to lead in order to hit a fast-moving target at certain ranges. You can't just put your aim directly on target if they are a bit away from you. Generally, though, anti-air weapons in Planetside 2 are rather easy to use, so you're gonna get the hang of it quite easily, at least if you have some experience with shooter games from before.
Oh, Eugene's in the Weaver.
Yeah.
Now, I already have a lot of max anti-infantry footage on my channel, and I will put a couple of links to those videos in the description. But since I have a lot less anti-air and anti-vehicle footage, I decided to focus on that this time. I also want to point out that I haven't upgraded my anti-air max, the bursters, with the extended magazine. This is a quite significant upgrade actually that would cost you an additional 500 certs for each arm, but it is well worth it if you have the certs to spend. Now, I'm sure it's been quite clear throughout the video that if I would be able to shoot when I was forced to reload, I would be able to kill quite a few more of these Reavers and Liberators, and there is a little bit more coming at the end of the video as well. So there's going to be a couple of more minutes of this video, and I hope you will enjoy it. So I will say thank you all for watching, and bye for now.
Especially attacking, but defending.
I think I made that. I'm not sure.
Provato PMC is much better.
Nice if you can get into the egg point before like that man force arrives. It's pretty easy.
Oh my, look at the arm stations in north.
Requesting repairs! Armored Reaver, done! Replacing battery. MC Reaver ID. I can repair them.
They're coming for us, I think. Oh, we can fucking find this thing.
If we get Godly to number 5, or whoever was at the Genesis terraforming.
Cover me, reloading.
Forward to my net point.
5, Alpha 5, go, guys.
Have a visual on a hostile Reaver. Reaver in have a visual on a hostile Reaver.
We can do it together, fool.
Yeah, there's a box in there.
Replacing battery.
Maybe it's no problem.
Have a visual
Rocket
on a
launcher.
hostile repair.
Having have red forms.
Shot by the same guy both times while strafing left to right. Like,
He's good.
power rank 20, I'm sure, with a 0.1 kb. Very good. No look good on
AV
whatsoever.
grenades officially sucks. A pro sticky, AV on a max, and he runs towards his friendlies. No, I don't get a single.
Heavy shit.
Get them shit. Holy shit!
Such a good fun.
Absolute entire thing what I need to take out.
Oh, there's so many.
No.
Good job. Go, guys. Double claymores.
This will be as good as new.
Hey, clear.
2, 4, 2, and then...
Are you kidding me? There's two more. I think they're the same people.